The court session begins as Judge Vonda B enters the room, setting the stage for a tense legal battle. The atmosphere is formal, yet charged with emotions as the judge calls out the case number JVB 1062, referring to the Sanchez case. Mr. Sanchez, the plaintiff, stands ready to present his case, clearly eager to have his concerns addressed. His demeanor shows signs of stress and frustration as he begins to explain why he has brought this matter before the court. He asserts that he has been the primary caretaker of his 2 children, handling all parental responsibilities while the mother, his ex-partner, remains largely absent. He details how their previous agreement to share responsibilities has collapsed due to her increasing work commitments and mysterious disappearances, leaving him to struggle alone. As he speaks, the judge listens attentively, already forming an understanding of the gravity of the situation. The courtroom remains silent, awaiting the response from the defendant. Mr. Sanchez further elaborates on the imbalance in their parental roles, emphasizing that he has even altered his work schedule to ensure he can be there for his children. He explains that he now works the overnight shift as an 18-wheeler driver delivering hospital supplies, a significant sacrifice he made so he could take care of their kids during the day. The judge acknowledges his efforts and seeks clarification on the timeline, asking when the couple stopped living together. Mr. Sanchez states it has been about a month and a week since their separation, and in that time, his ex-partner has shown little to no involvement in their children's lives. He also raises a serious concern: her possible misuse of hospital medications. He claims to have found painkillers and needles in their home, suggesting that she may have taken them from the hospital where she works. The weight of this accusation is palpable in the courtroom as the judge carefully considers the implications of his statement. The defendant, the mother of the children, is given the chance to respond. Her reaction is defensive, dismissing Mr. Sanchez's claims as exaggerated. She questions the credibility of his accusations, implying that the children could be lying or misunderstanding the situation. The judge, however, quickly challenges her stance, pointing out that she is rarely present, which makes her an unreliable source of what happens at home. As the questioning continues, the mother attempts to justify her absences by stating that she has to work long hours at the hospital, implying that saving lives is more important than being home. Judge Vonda B acknowledges the importance of her profession, but reminds her that the issue at hand is her failure to provide any financial or emotional support to her children. The defendant's dismissive attitude begins to work against her as the judge and the courtroom audience grow more skeptical of her claims. When asked about her involvement in the children's upbringing, the mother reluctantly admits that she provides food, though her contribution is limited to bringing them fast food and then leaving. She argues that this is still a form of parenting, but Mr. Sanchez quickly counters by stating that she doesn't spend any quality time with them. Instead, she simply hands them food and leaves, relying on electronic devices to keep them occupied. The judge questions whether she believes that raising children via tablets and fast food is an acceptable approach to parenting. The mother nonchalantly insists that educational content on tablets is sufficient, but her argument falls flat. The judge highlights the contrast between her approach and Mr. Sanchez's, who, despite his demanding job, actively participates in the children's education and well-being. The tension in the courtroom escalates as the mother continues to downplay her responsibilities. As the discussion unfolds, the defendant makes an alarming statement. She believes that since she gave birth to the children, it is now solely the father's responsibility to raise them. This assertion visibly shocks the courtroom, especially Judge Vonda B, who sternly rebukes the mother's misguided belief. The judge makes it clear that parenting is a shared responsibility and that the father should not bear the entire burden alone. Mr. Sanchez interjects, revealing that this is not the first time she has made such a statement. She has previously told him outright that taking care of the kids is his job, not hers. This revelation cements the judge's decision to enforce financial support from the mother. The gravity of her neglectful attitude becomes evident, and it is clear that she will be held accountable for her lack of contribution to her children's upbringing. Judge Vonda B shifts the focus to financial responsibilities, questioning whether the mother has provided any monetary support since leaving the home. The mother hesitates before admitting that she has not given any money towards the children's care. The judge, unimpressed, presses further and learns that not only has she not provided any financial aid, but she has actually asked Mr. Sanchez for money instead. The audacity of this request stuns the courtroom, with the judge openly expressing her disbelief. She reminds the defendant that the parent who has primary custody should not be the one paying the absent parent. Her attempt to justify her actions fails, and the judge firmly establishes that it is her legal obligation to contribute to the financial well-being of her children. The discussion turns to health insurance, and the mother reveals that she has an individual plan rather than a family plan, even though she has access to employer-sponsored family coverage. This revelation further solidifies the judge's view that the mother has been neglecting her duties. The judge questions her reasoning, only to receive another dismissive response. The mother simply believes that taking care of the children is the father's responsibility. This repeated mindset of avoiding responsibility frustrates the judge, who reminds her once again that she is just as accountable for her children as Mr. Sanchez is. The courtroom atmosphere grows more intense as the judge prepares to deliver her final ruling. A shocking confession from the mother further tarnishes her credibility. She admits that she never truly wanted the children in the first place, and only kept them due to pressure from Mr. Sanchez. She recounts how she was more interested in partying and living freely, making it clear that motherhood was never something she embraced. The judge, unimpressed by her lack of remorse, reminds her that whether she wanted them or not is irrelevant. They exist and they need support. The mother's self-centered perspective only reinforces the court's decision to impose financial obligations on her, ensuring that she can no longer escape her responsibilities. Judge Vonda B. calculates the child support payments, basing them on the mother's $60,000 annual salary. After factoring in Medicaid reimbursement and child support obligations, the mother is ordered to pay a total of $1,475 per month. Additionally, since she has not contributed financially for over a month, the judge grants Mr. Sanchez's request for retroactive child support. This means she must also pay an additional $25 per month toward back pay. The mother reacts with disbelief, expressing concern about how this will impact her ability to party and enjoy herself. The judge, unfazed by her complaints, advises her to take on extra shifts if she needs more money, reinforcing that her primary duty should be her children, not her social life.
Duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right, health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan, so I just pay $80 every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it private health insurance? Is the children under Medicaid? What do we do?
It's Medicaid.
You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom, period.
I mean, but I didn't sign up for it.
Countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad. And I'm doing well beyond.
She's not disputing that you're doing that.
Yes. And I feel
But
like
you're not doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough.
The mother continues to protest, but her arguments hold no weight. The judge reiterates that child support is not optional. It is a legal responsibility. She dismisses the case, ensuring that Mr. Sanchez will receive the financial assistance he needs to continue providing for his children. As the session concludes, the judge provides a summary of the case, emphasizing the importance of parental responsibility. She highlights that both parents have equal obligations, and one cannot simply abandon their duties without consequences. The session ends with a stern reminder that the court will always act in the best interest of the children, ensuring that their needs are met, regardless of a parent's personal desires.